I'm going to talk about the contrast between the company and my performance experience. So stay tuned and find out. Okay, so in this section of the video, I'll tell you what Lenovo has to say about its phones. It's got a big list, so you might want to sit tight because this will take some time. Okay, so Lenovo claims that it's got a Full HD 1080p display, an octa-core processor, 1.5 GHz octa-core Snapdragon 617 processing chip. In terms of GPU, which is something that the gamers would really love to know, it's got a Qualcomm Adreno 405 GPU, which runs at 550 MHz, which is a good thing. You know, it's not exactly as good as a Tegra, but it's good. In terms of battery, you have 3000 mAh lithium-ion non-renewable battery. It runs on Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow out of the box, so you know. I mean, you'll be like, Marshmallow, that's not anything. But if you're talking out of the box, that's quite an uncommon thing at the present moment. And then we have 2160p at 30 FPS, that's normal video. When it comes to slow-mo, it's 580p, but it does shoot 120 frames per second at that time. Now, what sets the G4 and the G4 Plus apart are their memory and fingerprint sensors. Now, the G4 Plus has a fingerprint sensor, and it's got 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of ROM. The G4 does not come with the fingerprint sensor, and it only has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of ROM. In terms of audio, both of them have Fluence HD noise cancellation technology. They got Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is a spec that I would definitely take the word for it from Lenovo, because if it turns out to be a false claim, then you might just be wasting $20 to $25. In terms of connectivity, they're going to give you the usual suite of 2G, 3G, 4G LTE, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 4.1. Now, what Lenovo boasts in this phone is the camera. It's got laser autofocus, and it's got 16 megapixel rear snapper, 5 megapixel front snapper, and they have given Apple, or they're claiming to give Apple a run for its money in this one, and we will test the camera out later on. In terms of sensors, the Moto G4 Plus and the Moto G4 come equipped with an ambient light sensor, a gyro, and an accelerometer. So that's what Lenovo has. We have in this magical box right here earphones. Standard model, the normal earphones. They got a bunch to, do that Google thing. Google app opening for that. Then we have turbocharger, the turbocharger, which is going to give you 6 hours of talk time out of 15 minutes of charge. And it's going to give you a full charge from 0% in 1.5 hours, like one lap. And well, besides, this cute little rubber thing. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. It's black and it's cute. I mean, most of our things look like dreary. You have the classic sheet, which has the basic specs. That was G1 as well. And then we have the phone itself. People know, classic phone. Okay, so how does this fare on the feel and look department? Well, to answer that question, first we're going to have to start the G1, G4 Plus. As you might have noticed, well, there is a big difference in terms of sizes of the two of them. There's a colossal difference. The G1 wasn't exactly known for its size, but the G4 Plus can just become the rage of the season due to its size, I mean, you gotta consider the fact that it is large. Now they changed the back of the phones. The G1 and the G1 has a rubberized grip on the back. Lenovo decided to ditch this cool rubberized grip for plastic. When it comes to sleekness, the Moto G4 Plus does beat its predecessors. In terms of size, the iPhone 6s Plus is an overtaker. Samsung is not. You won't like it for its looks, but you won't hate it either. Okay, so this is something that I really love about Motorola's. in general. They all have it. You know, it's really beautiful. They got a real good personality. And you know, let me just turn that off. I'm gonna demonstrate for you. Oh, yeah, I got it. So this might take some time, you know. I'm just saying, this takes time. Okay, so Lenovo is aggressively advertising, as you see. Okay, so other things that I love besides the animation is the wallpapers, and then we have this stuff. We have the classic Moto apps. So what this does is this actually combines Moto Action, Moto Display. So we're gonna start off with actions. So you know there's 4 actions that you can do. Let's try chop twice for flashlight. This is really fun. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I did this a lot the first time I did. I got this. You know. And pick up for stop ringing. You know, that's a good feature. Good for do not disturb. It works for some, not for others. You know, it's point of view. You wish you do. You know, all these you can pick up for stuff. Just a quick capture. Now this is a big one. I've been doing that for a long time. So you do like this, and it opens the rear snapper. Now if you do that again, this will open the front snapper. And moving on from actions, we have Moto Display. Now this is a highly customizable part of Motorola. You know, you can turn that stuff off, and you know that button up there that I just pointed at. You can block apps, see how much content notifications to show. You know how you block apps. You got that blue button at the bottom right. Okay, so these are all the apps that I can block, and all I have to do is tap, but I'm not gonna tap because I don't want to block any. And then we're gonna move back. Okay, so that's the mode. Okay, first up, all the way up the ambient light display. You pick it up, it's gonna show you the time. This is something that I really like. Then you don't need to put your fingerprint in the fingerprint sensor system. But if you put your thumb on the fingerprint sensor, it will light up the screen. No, it will not unlock, but it will, you know, light up the screen. These are a few of those little details that make Motorola truly Motorola. You know, this is what makes it really likable. Okay, people, so let me show you how the Moto G4 actually works. We're gonna play with this thing, yeah? Okay, so the home screen is pretty good. It's got a good display. You know, you might not be able to see it because but it's got a pretty good display. So let's test the processor. It's got widgets, and let's test the processor. We're gonna test that widgets are good enough. Let's test the processor. We got asphalt tape. We're gonna play asphalt tape. We're gonna let's put that, shove this like that. There it is. Yeah. So now we got Chrome. Okay, let's find something else. Let's try playing. Let me get on that time here. I don't care. Okay, so now we have what we want. We have no lag. I've got 3 applications working. One of them is a high level graphic, you know, game. And there's no lag. I mean, look at this. There's no lag. I'm falling. You might not be able to see this, but I'm falling. This is the best I can see. But look at this. No lag. It's loading. Okay, so this is the Moto G4 Plus pros and cons section of the video. Now this is the part of the video where I trash and praise a phone. We'll start by praising the phone. So what does this phone really pack? For starters, it's got Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow, which is quite a good thing because not a lot of phones come with Android Marshmallow out the box. This one just does that. Now talk about the processor. Now the processing is seamless. It's programmed to NHDVS for 8. You can give credits to GameOpt for making Asphalt 8. You may want to enjoy this. fun being that you can change the SIM all by yourself without having to use pins, and pins, if you ask me, make it just that much harder for you to change the SIM, which is a very good thing. Then you have an amazing 1080p display. The display will make you fall in love with itself. And the fingerprint sensor is highly accurate. It'll give you 8 out of 10 accurate reading. And for Android, that is kick-ass. It will work out, because most Androids are going like 7 out of 10. But this is 8 out of 10, which makes it an exceptional fingerprint sensor. Then we have stock Android without any bloatware. There is no bloatware, which is also a very good feature. And you will get Android updates just as quick as Nexus, which also makes it a very big. You have the intuitive Android OS, which will make it quite easy for you to use it. You have Moto, and you need not adjust. Another thing that I like is the speakers. Now we're gonna move on to the camera. Now the camera is a very good thing. It is quite exceptional for a $225 phone, and we'll get a pretty good picture over here. The camera does not fail to surprise. It's got vibrant colors, and the pictures are full of detail, as you can see here. And the camera does not disappoint. The front camera does not disappoint either. This is a picture taken from the rear camera, and this over here from the front camera. Now these two don't have a lot of differences, and that's pretty good. In low light, it does stand out as a very exceptional camera, but due to the lack of image stabilization, you may get shaky images like this if you don't have a steady hand, but eventually you should get a good one. In terms of panorama, the panorama is not a good one. The image goes out of focus when you hit the button to capture, and this happened, and I tried this, and it happens every time. So Google better send an update for this one. And in terms of the video at 1080p, it's actually pretty good at 30 FPS. And the full autofocus works just fine. See, this is a close-up. It goes in focus smoothly, and this goes out just as smooth. It can be shot at 580p, which is a good feature. What are the cons? Well, con number 1, eating. I've already told you about that one. Let me just brush that one up. Turbocharge, eats up. Take outside weather, eats up. Play load or play HD stuff, eats up. Camera mode, eats up. And the slow-mo isn't exactly a very good feature in this one, because, I mean, I'm not talking that the slow motion works bad. In slow motion still, it shoots 120 FPS and it gives a good slow motion, but the video quality isn't as good. It's just not good. Okay people, so what's the verdict? After I've given you all the pros and all the cons, I've tried it, and I'm going to tell you what I actually think about it from all of my phone. What I can definitely say is that this phone is a keeper. Buy it. It's like $225. You can't expect it. Now, keep in mind that there are only 2 days that I've had with it, so, you know, I'm not exactly an expert on things. I'll give you the stability next week, and this thing, I will give you a stability review next week, so make sure to subscribe and like. Leave a comment if you think that I left something out, and if you've got a problem with my review, tell me about that in the comments as well. If you think that I left something out, and if you've got a problem with my review, tell me about that in the comments.